Hey sports fans, and welcome to Sports Talking with Cam. I'm your host Cameron Gooseby, and today I will be talking about my Super Bowl 55 predictions between Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. These two teams will be looking for the right at the end of the night to whoever wins to hoist the Lombardi Trophy up upon their shoulders. Now first we have the Kansas City Chiefs, and this team, they went 14-2. They had some really good playoff victories, and they are back in the Super Bowl with the pretty much the same roster from the year before with just a couple of draft picks. Like I said, 14-2, had some very good playoff victories, and they were in cruise control in the AFC Championship game. They played very comfortably. The offense did their jobs, defense did their jobs, and it was not an easy victory, but it was a very comfortable victory. And yeah, they're back in the Super Bowl. But as far as the weapons goes, they have Tyreek Hill, they have Travis Kelce, they have Sammy Watkins, Mecole Hardman, they have all these speedsters. I mean, I'm not even done yet. They got Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Le'Veon Bell, a solid offensive line. Even while all their starters are out, this offensive line, well, not all their starters, but most of their starters are out. This offensive line, they play really well. They kept Patrick Mahomes on his feet, and he's been making very good throws down the field in the playoffs, and they've been doing their jobs. So I applaud them for that. But their defense, in my mind, is their Achilles heel. And the reason why is because although the Chiefs can put up 30 points, and stuff like that, they are bound to give up near that 30-point margin and stuff like that, like near that 30-point zone. So with that in mind, that could be their main Achilles heel. And that defense, say if it's like a high-scoring game, although the Chiefs mostly win a lot of high-scoring games, I won't say they can win a high-scoring game against this Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense on the other side of the field. It's just not going to happen. But, well, I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but it's going to be really hard trying to stop Tampa Bay when your defense is giving up 30 points already. It's not going to be an easy task. But speaking of Tampa Bay, that's where we're going to go next. Tampa Bay. This team, they ended off with a 11-5 record. They did their jobs offensively against the Green Bay Packers and in the NFC Championship game. And man, although Rodgers had a really good game and Brady had a subpar game, Tom Brady proved why he was the GOAT. Because listen, after last Sunday in the NFC Championship game, let me tell you this. What he did was that he made history. This man has made 9 Super Bowls in the AFC, and then once he decided to leave the AFC, okay, let me see what I can do in the NFC. What does this man do? This man goes to the Super Bowl and represents the NFC. I never seen anything like it, and that's what makes Tom Brady, in my mind, the greatest of all time. And if he wins this Sunday, there is no doubt that he's the greatest of all time. I mean, you win a championship from both football conferences, the conferences of the NFL. I mean, there's no beating that. And plus, the man could get 7 rings. He could have 7 rings, which is, man, that's a lot. But speaking of going to Tampa Bay's weapons, they have Mike Evans. They have Antonio Brown. They have Rob Gronkowski. They have Chris Godwin. A very good offensive line. They don't allow a lot of sacks on Brady. They have Leonard Fournette. They have a really solid running game. They do their jobs. And then on the defensive side of the ball, their front 7 is really good. But, man, when I'm talking about that front 7, they can apply a lot of pressure on any opposing quarterback. I don't care if it's Patrick Mahomes. I don't care if it's Russell Wilson. I don't care if it's any scrambling quarterback. They can apply a lot of pressure. And hey, look at this. They sacked Aaron Rodgers 5 times last week, which is ridiculous because Rodgers doesn't even take sacks like that. But as I was saying before, that front seven, once they start applying pressure to any quarterback, that could be the game changer right there. And that's why they are one of the best defenses in the league, just because of that front seven. Now their safeties and their cornerbacks, they need a little bit of work because they allow a lot of completions and a lot of passing yards. But other than that, I mean, they do their jobs at the end of the day, but they do allow a lot of catches and a lot of passing yards, and that's something that could prove very fatal for Tampa Bay in the end of the Super Bowl. But if I'm gonna pick a winner for the Super Bowl, I'm gonna go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and here's why. Just because of that front seven alone. Look, the Chiefs' offensive line has 4 missing starters, and although this offensive line that of second strings are really good, starters are starters, second strings are second strings, and with that being said, with them being anticipating with the big game and everything like that, like I'm just not sure if they're gonna be able to handle that pressure of that defensive front seven of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So, with that being said, my final score prediction, I say a 30-27 victory for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tom Brady will hold his 7th championship title, and he will solidify himself as the greatest quarterback to ever play in the National Football League. Now, with this in mind, if you guys like this video, I'd like for you guys to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And I will see you guys later.